Have you ever tried to explain a complex machine learning model to a non technical friend or colleague? You have spent hours training and fine tuning your model and you are excited to share its capabilities with others. But as you start to dive into the technical details, you notice their eyes glazing over. They struggle to understand the intricacies of your model and you struggle to find a way to make it accessible to them. That's where the Gradio comes in, which is a game changing library that allows you to create interactive web based demos of your machine learning models in just a few lines of code. So with Gradio, you can create intuitive and engaging demos that lets users interact with your model in real time, making it easier for them to understand its capabilities and limitations. So whether you are a researcher, developer, or data scientist, Gradio is the perfect tool for showcasing your work and communicating complex ideas to non-technical audiences. In this video, we'll take a closer look at Gradio and explore how to use it for creating stunning demos of your machine learning models. We'll cover the basics of Gradio, its key features, and provide step-by-step examples to get you started. So by the end of this video, you will be equipped with the knowledge and skills to create your own interactive demos and share your machine learning models with the world. So let's get started with understanding what is Gradio. Basically, it is an open source Python library that allows you to create web-based demos of your machine learning models in just a few lines of code. It provides a simple and intuitive interface for building interactive demos that can be shared with others, making it easier to communicate complex ideas and showcase your work. Now we need Gradio because it helps us to showcase our models. That is, we can create interactive demos that showcase our models' capabilities. Then Gradio enables us to share our demos with others and get feedback on our model's performance. With Gradio, we can also get the feedback and use that feedback to improve our model's performance. Now, how does Gradio works? So basically, Gradio connects to your NLP model and allows you to create an interactive demo. Then it creates a user interface that allows users to interact with your model. And then it allows you to share your demo with others either by deploying it on a website or by sharing the link. The benefits of using Gradio includes ease to use, even for those who are non-technical expert. It allows you to deploy your demo quickly and easily. Finally, Gradio enables you to create interactive demos that showcase your model's capabilities. Also, it provides a feedback mechanism that allows you to improve your model's performance. Now, how to use Gradio? So for this, we first need to install Gradio using pip, which is a Python package manager. Then we need to import Gradio into the Python code, create a demo using Gradio's API. Then we can deploy the demo to the website or share the link. For better understanding, let's understand it using the Python code. So let's get started. So here we will discuss the code for ChatGPT mini version. So first of all, let's understand how it's working and then you can understand what's the code involved in this. So here you can ask any question. So let's ask, what is Apple? You can ask more difficult questions, but as I'm showing it just for the demo purpose, so I'm asking a very simple question here. Okay, so it has explained that it is a type of fruit that grows on apple trees. Now let's understand this code in the code form. So there is just one code involved. In case you want to deploy this code on the Hugging Face by yourself, you will need to add this APIs, so which you can get by this OpenAI API keys. So you will have to add that. So let's understand this code. So this code will start by importing the necessary libraries: Gradio for building the web application, OS for interacting with the operating system, that is getting environment variables, sys for system specific functions, example exception handling, JSON for working with JSON data, request for making HTTP requests, random for generating random numbers. Then we will define the constants here. So here we are first defining the name of the model to use, that is we are using GPT mini. Then the URL of the API to use, retrieved from the environment variable. Then a boolean indicating whether the app is disabled, retrieved from environment variable. Then OpenAI API keys, which is retrieved from environment variable. Then the number of threads to use, retrieved from environment variable. Then we will print a statement will be used to display the value of these constants. After this, we will define an exception handler. So it will define a custom exception handler that prints the exception type and message. It then sets this handler as default exception handler using sys.acceptHook. So here sys.traceback limit is set to 0 to prevent tracebacks from being printed. Then we will start defining the predict function. So this function is the core of application. It takes in several parameters. First, the user's input, then the parameter for model, then the parameter temperature is also the parameter for model, then a counter for the chat, then the chatbot object, the conversation history, and the Gradio request objects. Then this function is quite long, so let's break it down. First of all, it will prepare the payload here. So here this payload function will create a payload dictionary with the model name, user input, temperature, top p-value, and other parameters. Then it will add the history to the payload here. So here this if chat counter line, so here it is used for adding the histories. So here if chat counter is not equals to 0, this code adds the conversation history to the payloads. Then it will make the API request, that is it will make a post request to the API with the prepared payloads and headers. Then process the response. So this for processing this response, we will have this 4th chunk line. So here this will process the response from the APIs iterating over each chunk of this response here. Then it will yield the response. So this yield function will yield the response including the conversation history, chat counter, and other parameters. Then error handling. So this accept exception line. So it will catch any exceptions that occur during the API request or processing. Then resetting the text box, so it will reset the text box to its initial state, and then it will define the app. So for defining this app, we are having this with the gr.blocks. So it will define the Gradio app with custom CSS style and theme. Then it will define the app components. So here it is defining the app's title, brief description. Next this chatbot. So here we are getting this chatbot line here. So here this chatbot will define the chatbot component. Then we will define the input text box. Then we will define the state here. Then we will define parameters including top and temperature. And then we will define the button that is visible only if the app is not disabled. Then we will define the server status here. So it will define a text box to display the server status code. And then we will define the app logic. So we will define the app logic including submitting the input and checking the buttons. And after this we will start launching the app. So here demo.q will launch the app with a queue size of 10, which is a default concurrency limits of num threads, and without opening the API. So here this is the code, and it is running on the Hugging Face also as the chat GPT. So you can try this code directly there, make it code available at your end too by duplicating the space or by adding environment variables which is having the APIs and other things. So this way you can make this Gradio app at your end too. And that's the wrap. Gradio is a powerful tool that has revolutionized the way we showcase and interact with machine learning models. So by providing an easy-to-use interface for creating web-based demos, Gradio has made it possible for developers, researchers, and data scientists to communicate complex ideas to non-technical audiences in a more intuitive and engaging way. With its simplicity, flexibility, and scalability, Gradio is an essential tool for anyone looking to share their machine learning models with the world. So whether you are a seasoned expert or just starting out, Gradio's intuitive API and extensive documentation make it easy to get started and create stunning demos that showcase your work. So why wait? Start exploring Gradio today and discover a new way to share your machine learning models with the world. Thank you.